Hey everybody, today is just almost midnight, the end of the first day of the year. In just a few minutes, it'll be the second. So, this is the third video in a new series I'm creating here on YouTube. Share it on Facebook and on TikTok. And soon you'll be finding it in other social media, these same videos I'm sharing with you now. So, I'm delighted. I had a wonderful day. I've been starting to get back in practice with business and doing teaching and doing practicing, just living my life. And so it's so freeing. It's pretty demanding, but I feel better and stronger the more I demand on there is on me, the happier I am. But my body's got to rest, so I'm about to go to sleep. So I'm just lying down here as I'm talking to you. I'm not in the hospital again, but it feels like home here, laying in bed talking to you. You know, whatever you want in life, it's a lot of work, but it can be fun. Work is fun when you make it your passion. You know, you have to find what you love, and that's what you should do. And you ought to do what you love, even if it takes every breath you take and every minute of your life. That's my promise to you. Do what you love, and what you want you will have. Whether it's music, doesn't matter what it is, anything you want, it takes passion. So, what is passion? Passion is just another word for strong desire. Your desire has to be so strong for what you want that nothing can stop you, not even death. You're going to keep moving forward. It is what you want to do, till the end of your life, however long or short it is. And so when I landed in the hospital, I couldn't really take time to talk to my doctors and to study my prognosis. And basically, my prognosis is serious, still is, but it's not dire. I could live to 105 and still have to watch my diet and watch what I eat, but I just have to learn to take better care of myself, and that's what I started doing. I stopped burning the candle at both ends, but I work hard and I like to work long. And then I like to sleep and chill and have a good time as well. So that's passion. When you found your passion, you found something that you do for free, except it's nice, or if you can do what you love and make money. But making money, when it comes to your passion, is a long-term goal. At first, you do a lot for free because you really do love it enough that something that you'll do it for free. So I've been consulting for free. New students who can consult me, call me, hook up with me, and it's not a charge. Once you start to get interested, though, in personal coaching, or you want to continue consulting with me and you want personal coaching, then I will ask you for a retainer fee. My retainer is just no different than if you were under the producer or anybody else. The retainer is just paying me a lump sum that would be the equivalent to like 3 lessons. So I'm $60 an hour, so you take like 3 sessions with me would be $180. And just pay that, give me that as your retainer. But that retainer includes not just lessons and scheduling times with lessons. It just means calling me up and we just talk and let's see what I can do for you. I used to think that I knew what to do and what people needed, but not if you don't tell me, and I need to hear from you what you want. Do you want music lessons, for example, because you're interested in a career? Or you just really do enjoy it just at home and you just want to sound good in the shower and at home? And I can teach that way and I love it. That's actually my favorite teaching. Just when I can just teach you the basics, learn how to sing, play the guitar, or whatever. But when you got stars in your eyes, when you got a dream, that's good too, and I'm interested in that. But dreams don't produce success. Dreams are just dreams. When you have a dream, sooner or later you got to wake up. When you wake up, your eyes open, now you see, you have your vision. You start to see with your eyes, not with your mind, solely with your mind. But now you start to see with your eyes, and that's called a vision. You have vision, it means you can see. It's more than dream. You have a dream, but then that's what you've got to be able to see. When you open your eyes and wake up, if that dream still inspires you, still motivates you, still excites you, then that's a passion. And now you have a vision to go with your passion to help you achieve results. See? So there's a process of how we learn and how we're motivated and how we're inspired in our lives. And I want you to be inspired. I want you to be able to give yourself what you want. It's not something I can give you, but I can show you how to give yourself what you need. You know, like I don't produce, I can produce records, I can produce people. I'm a good producer, but it's not necessarily something I want to do. But I could help develop you to where I can find you a producer or someone who can produce you and save you the time and the money of paying me. I'm what they call an artistic developer, where I help you develop the skills that you need to produce the outcomes you want. That's how I can help. So sometimes that's what I did when I was working with a producer. I was the developer. I was the one who developed his clientele, his artist, by giving them the skills, just showing them the skills they needed so they could go in and make a hit record. But that wasn't my job. My job, that was the producer's job, and my job was to consult the producer. So the producer would ask for a retaining fee from his clients, and I simply was paid a flat fee for lessons. But it really excited me because I started to discover that I like consulting work, but it's short work. You don't make money. You have to do it a lot before you start to see a lot of money. So so even though when I was working with a producer, I got a lot of students. After I stopped working consulting with the students mostly disappeared because they were there for the producer. They wanted to be produced a record, and then the producer would talk to me about consult me about what his clients needed, and then he would direct his clients to pay me for lessons. So that's the music business. He told me that I was a development coach, and he planted that seed in my mind. I still have it, that bug, still loved it. But he said, I never heard of anybody who can do what you do, Nelson. This is what you should do more. I think it's great. You're a development coach. I never heard about a development coach. People actually go and develop artists, start people from nothing, and then help them to develop as creators and artists in their own right, so they can express their own personality and their own style, or give their own performance of music, create their own performance. So that's what I did right from the beginning. My very first lessons I gave, I was originally started out as a vocal coach, but I ended up teaching piano, guitar, drum lessons, and bass guitar primarily. Now, what I teach on the guitar is very basic. Have more years of training and lessons with voice. You could say I'm a voice expert, but I'm a fundamentalist teacher when it comes to bass, drums, and instrumentation. I can tell you what you need to work on and what you need to improve, And then if you're just interested in the lessons and not consultation, then come and do the lessons. You'll see there's just a few basics to learning how to play, for example, and on a guitar. You know, you got to learn fingerings, I call it, and hand positioning. It's all fingering and hand positions. If you use your hand, you think your hand's too small to be able to hold down the frets on the guitar, your fingers are too fat, that's hand positioning. It's not about how much pressure you apply on the fret that enables you to make a tone, produce a tone, or good sounding chords. It's how you position your hands and place your hands over the fingerboard that with a very light pressure you can hold down the strings and produce great chords sound, whether you have small hands, big hands, fat fingers, skinny fingers. It really doesn't matter. I can just show you how to do that, and that's done. But that doesn't make you a superstar because you can play two chords. You got to learn style. You got to learn different styles of music and see what your style, find your own voice and your own style of playing and singing if you want to be a singer and a player. So knowing that, being able to play something, knowing how to play an instrument doesn't make you a player. A player is someone who knows the business and knows how to present themselves in a business way so that people then want to pay you, hire you, or use your abilities to promote their goals. So that's consulting. That's what I did with Terry. I consulted him about his clients so you could have more success. I did the best I could because I knew nothing about the business, but he gave me a master's degree on the business, and I learned about the business from him. So he taught me about the business, producing, how the music business works. He had direct lines with record labels. Record labels, after I worked with him, did come directly to me to pay me to and send me signed artists. This was when I was just starting with teaching, and I didn't really know anything really other than it was very exciting. It was a passion. I discovered that this was a dream that was bigger than anything I had imagined, and I really wanted to do it more. I was really excited. But I didn't at that stage really have yet a vision, so I didn't know necessarily how the things worked. You know, even though I was teaching people just different basic things about how to play, how to prepare to record in a studio, tune their guitar or whatever it was that they was having problems with. I had to be more, have more of a vision in order to become a producer myself, or a future or an independent consultant. People would come to pay me to consult them without me having to go through a producer or record label or other people. They could just come to me and we could figure it out, whatever they needed. I now have that benefit of my teachers and mentors and the many people who helped and taught me as well. So I took drum lessons. I took piano lessons after I stopped at the recording studio, after I finished working with record labels and producers. I wanted to be able to teach more independently, so do things more independently. So I just took lessons. I just needed to be better at the guitar, better at the piano. The basics was not enough. I need someone to show me how to build on the basics, not just learn the basics, how to build on it, and then how to even go beyond techniques and really start to be able to inspire new players to want to aspire to become the new artists. And so it was a learning curve that took me many years. It was many years ago I'm describing here, but I've been teaching for over 50 years. You know, and I was in my 40s, I think, when I started to realize that it's a business and started to connect with other people who were more in the business side of things. Now, just today, my first try, I'm getting some business people are approaching me that they're already interested is starting to show, looking for what I can do for them, which is really what consulting is. Once you know what people want, then you know how to serve them, and how to make the money will follow. So this is, like I said, a new series of videos I'm making here. I'm putting them out on YouTube, but I want to continue to share them on Facebook. So I'm not talking as much about my 6 months hospitalization that just last week I just got home, and this is something new, but I want you to know shit's happening. Things are coming together right now, right away. Doesn't take long. If you have the experience, then it's no problem getting back in the saddle and going onward and upward, and sailing away. Things are better than ever, and here's to a better than ever future. So if you want to talk to me, consult with me, text me. My phone number is 425-970-2234. Text me, because I screen all my calls. If you text me, then I can put you on my contact list. And once I have you on my contact list, I'll be certain to see your name show up, and then we can talk. But we can just talk about on any level you want. I do offer music education, even though I'm only a private teacher, and I have certain areas I'm still working on. But let's see what I can offer and what we can do. Okay? So 425-970-2234. My name's Nelson Del Pino. I'm your vocal maestro. I'm the guy who still tell you what you need and give you what you need if I know what you need. That's why I'm vocal here on YouTube. So I can help you. You can help me help you, like it says in that movie, Barry Maguire. He said, help me help you. That's what I want you to call me. So you can help me help you. And let's see if we can do. Okay? So if you're interested in music lessons, anything to do with music or production, just call me. Let's see what happens. But let's text first. Okay? Talk to you later. Happy New Year, but the start of the year started right now. From right now, let's decide what you want for your future. Bye-bye.